What's up, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of the trailer reaction. We just did the Marvel reactions to all of the, movies and shows that they're bringing out. Now we're gonna do the Star Wars part. I'm not sure how many trailers we have, but yeah.
Today I'm excited to share with you that John and Dave
Really excited.
are concurrently developing 2 new spin-off series exclusively for Disney+.
Oh, word? Grogu spin-off
One,
series.
The Rangers of the New Republic,
Okay.
and the other featuring fan favorite Ahsoka Tano.
Wow.
Set within the timeline of The Mandalorian,
Okay.
these interconnected shows, along with future stories, will excite new audiences, embrace our most passionate fans, and will culminate in a climactic story event. The next chapter will debut on Disney Plus Christmas of 2021.
Okay, season 3.
I'm fortunate to be surrounded by incredible talent both in front of and behind the camera, with a company full of people who care passionately about high-quality storytelling. A few times in my career, I've had a chance to be part of game-changing technology. Moments when a new way of filmmaking changed the way stories could be told forever. Working with Jon Favreau to create the world of The Mandalorian with our own stagecraft technology has been one of those moments. Stagecraft is a new virtual production tool that utilizes the latest innovations in real-time graphics and massive LED screens that allows us to bring entire locations into a soundstage and photograph them live. Telling stories in ways we could only dream of a few years ago.
Dude, they got the top tier stuff.
This new collaboration process brings the artists and the crews into a creative partnership with efficiencies that now marry pre-production, production, and post, all in sync to preserve the cinematic culture around a singular artistic vision. By eliminating unnecessary travel, a more controlled environment, and efficiencies with set design and special effects that allow for an in-camera visual experience, actors are immersed in those environments rather than having to imagine what they're seeing or reacting to. And ironically, the efficiency of stagecraft has allowed us to continue to work during this pandemic.
You guys need to watch
On The Mandalorian Season 2, we expanded stagecraft's capabilities further and built an even larger volume. Additionally, we are building 3 more volumes right now in Los Angeles, London, and Australia, advancing the Disney-owned technology and building the studio of the future.
I would assume
We have a vast and expansive timeline in the Star Wars mythology, spanning over 25,000 years of history in the galaxy, with each era being a rich resource for storytelling. Now with Disney Plus, we can explore limitless story possibilities like never before and fulfill the promise that there is truly a Star Wars story for everyone. One of the most exciting and ambitious new series we have coming to Disney Plus in 2022 is Andor, a tense, nail-biting spy thriller in the Star Wars universe created by Tony Gilroy.
This was a couple of months ago, yeah.
Tony's incredible success with the Bourne Identity films distinguishes him as one of today's best creators of the modern spy genre. We couldn't be more thrilled to have him at the helm of this new series for Star Wars. Diego Luna will be back in the role of Rebel spy Cassian Andor from Rogue One, and he will be joined by a fantastic new cast that includes Stellan Skarsgård, Adria Arjona, Fiona Shaw, Denise Goff, Kyle Soller, and Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma. We just began production in London 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Here's a special look at Andor.
Oh, wait. This is what, before episode 3? When did Andor?
Hold on 1 second.
Everything I did for the rebellion.
This is after episode 3.
Rogue One, in many ways, it's a film that connected new audiences with the oldest fans. It was a bittersweet feeling, on the premiere, knowing that it was just one film.
What's his name?
but then magic happens.
As you can see, we're getting ready. We're building stages, we're rehearsing, we're training, we're trying costumes, we're doing everything to make sure we do the best show.
I'm really excited having the chance to explore Cassian. It's really fun to go on a set that is emulating something you like so much.
The enormity of this is like doing a big feature film.
It's very cinematic. For me, that's where the excitement is.
12 episodes, 12 scripts, over 200 named cast members, over 6,000 crowd people. A lot of creatures are coming from the creature department.
We treat this exactly like we would a film. There is no difference in our approach.
Every creature and droid that we've been building has the same care and level of attention to detail as the previous films.
It's huge, it's thrilling, but also it's wonderfully challenging.
There's tons of possibilities to explore. It is the building of a revolution.
I feel like this is gonna be a pretty good show.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
It's gonna be super
Diego,
good.
I forgot this guy's name. I like him as an actor.
Yeah.
Even like before Star Wars, his other films.
Last August at the D23 Expo in Anaheim, we announced the return of Ewan McGregor in the iconic role of Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi for a special event series on Disney+. Obi-Wan Kenobi begins 10 years after the dramatic events of Revenge of the Sith, where he faced his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice, Anakin Skywalker turned evil Sith Lord, Darth Vader. Our fans will be thrilled that Hayden Christensen will be returning in the role of Darth Vader. This will be the rematch of the century.
I don't know about all that, but all
The
right.
series is directed by Deborah Chow,
about
coming
that.
off the great work she did with us as a director on season 1 of The Mandalorian.
Dude, yes.
Production will begin in March of next year. Here's an early look at Obi-Wan.
They have a
Kenobi.
trailer for Obi-Wan?
Oh. Stop.
During our first year on Disney Plus, our animated series Star Wars: The Clone Wars saw tremendous success with its epic 7th and final season. Building on the legacy of The Clone Wars, our new animated series, The Bad Batch, follows the Specialist Commandos of Clone Force 99 as they embark on new missions in a rapidly changing galaxy. This is The Bad Batch.
They call themselves the Bad Batch.
Wait, we didn't see this short from Obi-Wan. The trailer for Obi-Wan. Wow, that's amazing.
Same animation styles as Clone Wars.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's really good. He looks like Brando.
Yeah, he does. With that.
He looks like John Rambo.
The Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire!
Oh, is that the
Benning?
Yeah,
that's Benning, yeah.
Oh, snap.
It's like, wait a minute.
Dude, that's her.
Yeah,
That's her.
100%.
I wonder if she's gonna voice her too.
That was quite an impressive display.
Yeah, Richard Children, right? That guy was. The guy that passed away.
Yeah.
So does that mean Benning
Wait,
is...
we didn't see the Obi-Wan short. What? You skipped over that. Man, I want to see that.
Star Wars Visions will be a series of animated short films celebrating the Star Wars galaxy through the lens of the world's best anime creators. This anthology collection will bring 10 fantastic visions from several of the leading Japanese anime studios, offering a fresh
Star
and
Wars
diverse
by
cultural
Japanese
perspective to Star Wars.
Dude.
It's gonna be so
Lando
nice.
Calrissian is the galaxy's smoothest, most notorious scoundrel, and he'll return in a brand new event series for Disney+. Justin Simeon, creator of the critically acclaimed and hugely popular Dear White People, is developing the story with us now.
It's a Netflix show.
A massive Star Wars fan himself, Justin has put together a reel to give you a sense of the style, tone, and irresistible swagger of our upcoming series, Lando. Take a look.
Lando and Mando?
God bless, dude.
Fuck you, Disney!
Leslie Headland, Emmy-nominated creator of the mind-bending series Russian Doll, is a boldly innovative filmmaker bringing her new Star Wars series to Disney+. The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take us into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era.
What's her name in Clone Wars?
As we continue to develop new stories, the intersection of animation and visual effects offers new opportunities for us to explore. Lucasfilm Animation will be teaming up with our unparalleled visual effects team ILM to develop a special Star Wars adventure for Disney+, a droid story.
It's like Star Wars.
This epic journey will introduce us to a new hero guided by our most iconic duo, R2-D2 and C-3PO, on a special mission known only to them. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know.
Shenanigans.
Outside of the Star Wars galaxy, we're expanding Lucasfilm's presence on Disney Plus with another beloved mythological world created by George Lucas, Willow. This series will be set decades after Ron Howard's 1988 movie, continuing the spirit of adventure, heroics, and humor of the original film.
Did y'all see this?
We're delighted that Warwick Davis will be returning in the role of the great sorcerer, Willow Ufgood. We have a wonderful creative team at the helm. John Chu, director of the groundbreaking film Crazy Rich Asians, will be directing the pilot. Willow begins shooting next March in Wales and will debut on Disney Plus in 2022.
Wow.
Here's the team to share more. On our theatrical slate, we're in pre-production on the next and final installment of Indiana Jones. At the helm, we have James Mangold, director of the Academy Award-winning film Ford vs. Ferrari. And of course, Indy himself, Harrison Ford, will be back to conclude this iconic character's journey. Indy will begin shooting late spring of 2021 and will be released in July of 2022. Our Star Wars theatrical slate is pushing forward into a new future era. As we announced recently, we're currently developing a brand new Star Wars feature with acclaimed filmmaker, Academy Award winner, Taika Waititi. Taika's approach to Star Wars will be fresh, unexpected, and unique. His enormous talent and sense of humor will ensure that audiences are in for an unforgettable ride. He's currently hard at work writing this next adventure.
And he's doing Thor, Love and
And to close today, I couldn't be more excited that our next Star Wars feature film will be directed by Patty Jenkins.
There we go.
Patty, director of the Wonder Woman franchise, will bring her inspired vision to Rogue Squadron. This story will introduce a new generation of starfighter pilots
It's gonna be so good.
as they earn their wings and risk their lives in a boundary-pushing, high-speed thrill ride. The legend of Rogue Squadron has been long beloved by Star Wars fans and will move us into a future era of the galaxy. Rogue Squadron will be released in theaters Christmas of 2023. As you can see, this is a new era for Star Wars and Lucasfilm, with expanded opportunities for continued innovation, high-quality storytelling, and cinematic experiences like never before.
That's a lot. Alright guys, JC's about to suck my dick. Alright guys, so what'd you think of the Star Wars side?
Man, just like the Marvel one, there's so much, but
Blown away.
with Star Wars, it's already been established, like, genre or whatever, or fandom, so there's like huge gaps in the timeline where they can put stuff in, and so it kind of works. I'm just interested to see what each show is gonna do. For me, the most exciting thing is, well, definitely the continuation of The Mandalorian,
Right.
but the Visions show,
Yeah.
that looks awesome. The Japanese, and I love Japanese animation, and that looks so cool. I'm already excited for the Cyberpunk anime dropping on Netflix, and now you get Japanese influence on Star Wars content.
Yeah,
It's
Dude,
two
that's awesome.
big things combined that people love.
Yeah,
It's
and
really
I'm
good.
pretty sure Star Wars has its own fans in Japan. I mean, they have fans all over the
All over the
world.
place, yeah.
But in Japan, I mean, that's gonna be the next level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think for me, the Acolyte is really like it's just it catches my eye a little bit because again, we don't know anything about that. At least we don't know. I mean, if you're a huge fan, I mean, I'm sure Josh would know more about it, but that's intriguing. Ahsoka, obviously. I mean, that's a no-brainer right there. But I'm really excited for Patty Jenkins to do the next Rogue Squadron. Squadron. So yeah, it's
I'm excited. Like
2023 though.
Yeah, it's a while.
They've got and then obviously Taika's doing the next trio. So
I thought she said they were done with trilogies.
Well,
a while ago. She
well, he's definitely doing a movie.
He's doing a movie. Which is going to be great because Taika's a great producer, director, whatever. I mean, he's going to
all the above.
Yeah,
I'm glad that directors like James Gunn and Patty Jenkins can work on Disney and Warner Bros. Content because, well, there is no contract, but people think like, oh, they can only work on Disney stuff, or they can only work on Warner Bros. Stuff, and I just hope that there's more of that blurred line in the future, so we can see like the Russo brothers directing a DC movie. That'd be so freaking cool.
They did Extraction.
Like
they helped with Extraction. I really do, but
But if they could direct like a DC superhero movie,
that'd be pretty sweet.
Or seeing Ryan Coogler handle like a Jon Stewart Green Lantern or something like that, or maybe a Flash movie or something, it's different aspects. Yeah, it's cool. So I'm glad that they took her on because she is definitely she's probably made the better of the DC superhero movies. So
absolutely.
They took that, they recognized that talent and say, okay, well, and then they gave her the directing rights to a huge Star Wars project. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you?
I'm really excited about Visions, like Christian is. The Acolyte does catch my attention, but I think since that's not really as recent as some others, I'm looking forward to the Bad Batch. I don't remember when that's when is that exactly coming out? Like, is that next year? Or is that like 2022?
Maybe.
I don't even remember.
I don't even know. Yeah.
Does that take place during the Clone Wars?
It would be like well, technically yes, but it's like right after because Order 66 has already happened.
Yeah.
This is like the Elite Squadron that
Right.
And like JT said, even like what's 99, Squad 9, or what was it?
Upside Down.
Yeah. But what else? Obi-Wan Kenobi, we didn't even.
The only thing we got about that is they're starting to film or they're going to start shooting, and Hayden Christensen's coming back. Like that. That's the only. And we knew that. Like we already. Like this has already been.
People were already talking about that, but now it's confirmed.
And that's what these investor days were all about. It was yes, we heard these on the Hollywood Reporter or Collider, or even with the Marvel side of it too. We've already heard this. I mean, we discussed all these on our podcast.
A lot of, well, not all of it,
but a lot of it. But now it's confirmed. So now we can
like the Marvel side, pretty much I would say 90-85% of it, what we already touched up on. Like it was a rumor,
right?
And we'd be like, oh, it's pretty cool if it was true. But now it's all been confirmed. So we're like, okay. It's not I mean, it is
it's
awesome, but it's not mind blowing.
Yeah,
if this was, if they revealed this during 2002 when Twitter wasn't a thing, and no one knew what was going on, because on the internet, it's very hard to keep things under wraps. But back in 2002, the only way you could find out about new movies if you went to a movie and you saw the trailer for the movie story.
Right.
That's what people found out about Spider-Man, the first one, the Sam Raimi. So if they had this back in 2002 and they just showed us all that. Yeah, our minds would be exploded, but but all of it, 85% of it. On the Marvel side, we were we kind of knew.
Yeah.
And on the Star Wars side, I would say 70%.
I think for Marvel, I think what we didn't know would be the Fantastic Four. Again, that was
a big one.
That was huge.
That was a curveball. Not really a curveball, but
I think the Secret Invasions and Armored Wars, those were two that were whoa, they're actually doing that.
Yeah.
Everything else was again, we talked about it, we heard about it.
Blade, She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier.
But with Star Wars, I feel
the Quantumania.
Yeah, I feel like we've heard pretty much everything they just announced.
WandaVision.
No, I'm talking about for Star Wars.
Oh yeah, as far as the Bad Batch.
Yeah,
we didn't hear about Visions. That's completely new.
No, Visions is new, but everything else.
The Kenobi series with Christensen coming back.
Andor, we saw. We already knew about that.
We knew about the video game. I didn't know there was a movie coming out.
And what they didn't confirm, nor did what they did say, was Donald Glover going to be in Lando.
That's what I've been asking.
We don't know, but remember, they confirmed it over the internet. So a lot of things going back and forth, but I don't know. I mean, I still feel like both of them were needed. These investor calls were needed because I know for me as a fan, it feels good to have these confirmations.
Right.
You know, so it's like, yeah, I now know we're getting the Bad Batch. Like, I don't have to be like, well, what if we don't? Like, and now I know we're getting the first family in the MCU, the Fantastic Four. So,
which is pretty sweet.
I think the overwhelming thing is because everything's been delayed.
Yeah.
Like if we were in not COVID-19 existed world, and Falcon Winter Soldier was already started, and WandaVision was already started, and like those shows that we first heard about were already started. We were like halfway through their seasons, and then they announced all that other stuff. I feel like I wouldn't feel as overwhelmed, but because got everything pushed back, it's like, oh my god, it's like
it's a lot.
It's a lot to take in because.
Yeah, granted, it's not going to all hit at once.
No, it's not.
Spaced
it's
out,
going to be spaced out, but
they do have a lot of things planned.
Yeah, I just wanted it to come out already, but I get it's it's a pandemic. There's restrictions, but I would rather just not hear about it if it's not coming out anytime soon.
If it's not, yeah.
I'd rather I hear about it and then it comes out like in 6 months or a year.
Right.
But hearing something like 3 years in advance, I'm like,
yeah, 2023. I'm gonna forget about Rogue Squadron like tomorrow.
Yeah, until they drop, until we get to the end of time, and that's a ways off, man. That's
dude,
like,
Doctor Strange too. What did he say? Like July 9th, 2022.
2022.
Yeah, and
bro,
I doubt it. Look, I'll be honest. I doubt it's gonna come out that day. It's gonna be pushed back. I doubt it's coming out July 9th, 2022. It's just so far off, and stuff might, I mean, this pandemic happened. Who saw this coming? Yeah. Stuff might happen where it might be delayed. So I just rather not hear about it until it's like we're like in the 6 month range.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure when that happens, or when the first trailer drops, like I'm sure that's when it's going to start ramping up. But now what they do here is now they put it out and they're like, okay, now they know. Yeah. And it's like now we can work on it behind the scenes.
Yeah,
and now other stuff can like start coming out, and other things can, these rumors that we have, like Kevin Feige didn't. We know about the Spider-Man situation. He barely touched upon it. He barely went into it.
Yeah.
So,
but I think I like Star Wars that conference a little bit better because they just announced it. They didn't say like, oh, starting July 19th, 20 something. It's just like it's coming. And I'm like, okay, cool.
It's what? Yeah, but they're more like discussing it rather than announcing on the Marvel side. But Star Wars, they're just announcing.
They were.
Yeah, they were.
But
yeah,
I think that'll do it.
So
super excited though. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around this far, be sure to like and subscribe and check out our other videos. We have an unboxing video recently and also the Marvel trailer reaction video. So stay tuned for our fucking podcast. I'll just cut this out. That's it.